Welcome back to the series that I do not have a name for yet. So I have just ridden Gabby, that should be on the channel now. If you haven't seen it, go and have a little look. And that was very much just schooling in general. Whereas with Dusty today, I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to be doing some interval training work, and that is because, believe it or not, with her little short legs, she is my endurance pony. She loves it. She's very, very good at it. She's very efficient. She keeps up with the big horses, and she generally has good heart rates as well. Only ever done up to 28k. That is the longest distance I've done on her, and probably the longest distance I ever will do on her. Someone smaller than me could take her further, but I don't think I would ever do longer than that on her. But anyway, she is chewing a treat. She's 13, Welsh section A. I have owned her since she was 3. She's done a little bit of everything, but the endurance is definitely her forte. She really enjoys it. She enjoys going out and about, basically. Schooling is not so much her forte, which means I've neglected it slightly with her, unfortunately. So her schooling is not great, as you will see. And although I'm going to do interval training, I'm doing it in our arena, because at home in the field, she just gets a little bit uptight. She pulls a lot, then she gets a bit too worked up, and we don't have a very nice time. Whereas in this area, she's a little bit better. So I feel I can get more out of it, although it means staying on a smaller loop effectively, but I think it's better for her that she's not uptight and stressed, for the wrong word, excited about it too much. That being said, just because I'm doing the interval training, I'm actually going to warm her up in a very similar way that I warmed Gabby up in the last video. We're going to start, obviously I'm starting on a nice loose rein. She can be quite upset up here sometimes now. They're all grazing just over the bank there, not that you can see. So her friends are up here, which makes her a little bit happier. She's getting a bit more used to coming up here and doing stuff. So she's a little bit better, but she can get a bit upset. So I like to do a lot of walk work with her, probably 10 minutes. We'll do a little bit of lateral work. It's not as great. She's a bit fussy, as you can see. She's got a very awkward, difficult mouth. You're definitely more fussy today than normal though. She's very sensitive. She's very sensitive around her ears and stuff like that. She's got lots going on. So she's not the easiest pony. And you see she's a little bit, not consistently, but she's ever so slightly head shakery sometimes. She's one of those. So yeah, our schooling's not great, but I still like to warm her up in a proper way, shall we say. And then from the interval training point of view, what we're doing at the moment is 3 minutes of walk, 2 minutes of trot, and a minute of canter, then reset. And I try to do that twice each rein. So we're doing 12 minutes a side, 24 minutes, and then obviously our 10 minutes of warm up at the start. So 35, 40 minutes, which is plenty for her at the moment. We are aiming to do the novice foundation at Pembrey at the end of April, so about 6 weeks time. Yeah, these leg yields are really rubbish, especially compared to Gabby's. Good girl, that's fine. Yeah, so Pembrey in 6 weeks time, it's 22k-ish. It's very flat, it's sandy, some of it's along the beach. Like, it's a really nice one. It's where we did our first graded ride because we don't need boots. I knew it was going to be, I don't want to say easy, but it's flat going, easy going. So I knew it would be a good one for us to start with. So it'd be nice to go back. I haven't been there since. Unfortunately, last year it was cancelled because of the weather. It was basically underwater, even at the end of April, which is crazy. So hopefully they have better luck this year and it actually does manage to run. So that is our goal. The interval training I will up over the coming weeks. I'll probably only do it once a week, but I will start to make it a little bit longer, because obviously when we get to going to Pembrey and obviously other rides throughout the year, she will have to be trotting continuously for 2 to 3 hours, depending on the distance. So, you know, trotting for 5 minutes and then having a walk is nothing. And obviously I have to do some long rides in between then. And if you don't know if endurance for the novice stuff anyway, you have to complete the distance within or at a minimum average speed of 8 kilometers an hour. So it's not super fast by any means, but you can't walk it all basically. And obviously she's little, and although she does keep up with the big ones, we do have to trot the whole way round. That's kind of what we go for. Very rarely do much cantering with her because she's less efficient. She's a lot more efficient in trot, which means then she can recover quicker and we can get a better finishing heart rate basically. It's better for her. Good girl, I know, some bikes. So, oi, excuse me, I'm gonna get jiggy joggy now. So yeah, I'm not too worried about doing like continuous canter work with her because it's not something that we'll actually utilise with the endurance, so I don't worry too much about that. But at the same time I like to do a little bit, especially if, you know, we want to go and do some cross country at some point or something like that. It's nice to do that. I haven't got my watch on today, so I can't actually do our timings. That's a bit annoying. How am I going to do this? Damn, I didn't think about that. I left my watch at home on charge. We might just have to count, Dusty. Oh, we can probably manage that. Oh, there's nothing, there's not a clock up here, there isn't anything. Damn. And my phone is my camera, so it's fine. So yeah, I'm gonna warm up. Like I said, I've been doing a couple of little leg yields. Like, they're not great. I do need to do more schooling with her, definitely. But say it's not her favourite thing to do, which means it's not my favourite thing to do with her. So it gets neglected a little bit. And we do the things that we enjoy more. Which isn't, you know, I would be telling anyone else that, you know, no, you need to do some more schooling. It's hard to take your own advice sometimes. Good girl. Try a little shoulder in. Oh, you can be so strong. Good girl. Oh, you're a bit, yeah, you definitely can do shoulder in. Hi, Charlie. We've got a friend coming. Hello. Let's hope the camera doesn't decide to track him instead. Okay, so I'm gonna have a little trot. So I don't want to go straight into the interval work. Oh, that is annoying, I've forgotten my watch. Very, very annoying. Good girl, this is good. I mean, if we can trot on a long rein in here, that's good going, because she can be a little bit silly. Oh, Charlie's gonna spook in a minute, which is gonna set you off. Have you not been up there since that tree's been down? A tree's been cut down by one of the gateways for them to get into the other field, and he's clearly not been through there since. Good boy. If I stop here, you might be able to see him in the distance. Oh, there he goes. Are you being silly? I'm glad I'm on Dusty now, not Gabby. Dusty doesn't care what the others do. She doesn't really like them anyway. Do you? You only like Sonny. And that's, you just tolerate him. Right, well, we'll keep trotting while Charlie decides if he's going to be brave enough to go through the gap or not. Good girl. Good girl. So with Dusty, I'm definitely like, she does find it very difficult to go in and out line. Excuse me. She isn't straight. She's like, don't judge her basically is what I'm saying. She's done the last, 5 years mainly doing hacking and sort of what I would call like fitting work, and yeah, we've done very little up here. Very occasionally I'll do a little bit, good girl, and do a couple of weeks of, yeah, let's get her schooling, and then I go, oh, I've got a ride in a few weeks, I really need to start hacking again, and yeah, the schooling falls to the wayside. So naughty me, definitely, but I know, it's not your fault. We definitely need to do more. Good girl. Oh dear. So even with, you know, doing the long distance stuff, I try and keep her, I want her soft in my hands, you know, I want to be able to trot her on as long of a rein, beep beep, as long of a rein as possible and not have to fight with her. She can be strong at times, especially with horses passing, or if she gets a little bit, excited is the wrong word, she gets a little bit tense basically, and then she will pull, and she's exceptionally strong. But that is her only fault. She doesn't buck, she doesn't rear. Even though she can be strong in those moments, she doesn't bugger off with you. you just have to kind of hang on and go, no, no, no. And then she does come back and settle. But for that moment, she's, for a little pony, incredibly strong. Come on, pay attention. Charlie's just chilling, looking at the tree. He's okay. Oh dear. We've got, yeah, got that dry hay, haven't you? Oh, bless you. Bless you. And I know she does look podgy at the moment. And she is. But I guarantee you, are you going to stop sneezing? It's all hay belly. As soon as they come off the ad lib hay in the winter, she does slim down considerably. And she's surprisingly fit under all this fluff and gassy belly. Good girl. I know, you're much tighter this way, aren't you? Good girl. So yeah, you can see, if you watch the Gabby video, you will see I ride her very differently. I know I do, and I shouldn't necessarily, but she does get away with a bit more, bless her. But I just want a nice chilled, relaxed, steady rhythm basically, and I don't really care about much else, which I'm not saying is right, but I know. Have you seriously, none of you been up there and seen those trees yet? They were cut down like 3 or 4 days ago. Jeez, they've got a few exits to get into the other field, so they've obviously not gone through that one. Good girl. We ended up back on this rain again. Okay. I'm happy enough. Ooh, how are we gonna do this? All right, well, we're just gonna have to wing it. So I'm gonna do roughly 3 minutes of walk. And I'm quite happy for her to have a reasonably long rein at this point. You know, I don't need her to stay in an outline. Like I said, I want to be able to ride her on the buckle effectively and her stay at one pace. That's kind of what I want, because you don't want to be trotting along for 2-3 hours having to hang on to them, because that's tiring. Good girl. I think once round, we were at what, 30 seconds up there. I reckon if I go round once on each rein with a change of rein and walk, that's probably enough for our walking. That's probably roughly 3 minutes, give or take. It's not going to be, I'll put a little timer up at the bottom because I'd be interested to see how good I get it. I'm pretty sure when I did the canter work the other day, once round was roughly a minute. So I will count the first one roughly and find out where. So I reckon if we do once more round this way and then we start trotting when we get back to this corner here, that's probably not far off. It doesn't have to be exact. It is, you know, it's not the end of the world. And my intention is to, I think I already said this, but I will increase the interval. So I might still only do 3 minutes of walk, but I might do 5 minutes of trot, maybe 2 minutes of canter. Again, I'm not too worried about the canter work. So I think I would only do a maximum of 2 minutes, but I would potentially up the trot work in between. And we'll just see how we go. Like I said, she's got to get up to the point where she's happy trotting continuously for a long period of time, but you don't have to train to do that, if you know what I mean by that, in the sense of, you know, if you're training for a marathon, you don't go and run a marathon before you run the marathon. You would do different stuff in between, and it's the same with her. Like, I could do lots and lots of walking, but long rides. You might do a couple of faster rides, but over shorter distances. I try and do the distance that we're going for. I try and do that during the week. So if we're doing a 20k, I will try and cover 20k a week leading up to that, maybe for 4 weeks up to that, maybe a little bit more. I don't know whether that's right or wrong, but that's how I do it. Right, let's trot and let's count. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 30. Okay, so we need to do 4 of these. 4 loops. So yeah, one in canter was definitely wrong. Definitely wrong. Okay, we can do that. 4 of those. So we've done 1. Good girl. I did some of it on the wrong diagonal because I was too busy trying to count and my brain couldn't I couldn't do two things at once. Good girl. So even though, say, we're doing this for fitting as well, I am trying to keep her soft. I am working a little bit on the bend, trying to keep the rhythm regular, but say I'm not being anywhere near as strict with her as I was with Gabby. That's 2 laps. Good girl. Oh, I know. Good girl. Grunt, grunt, grunt. She is a grunter. She always has been. Don't know why. Doesn't seem to be anything wrong with her. It's just how she is. It's much worse if she's wound up and excited and being silly. Just Charlie having a roll. Because then she does sound really bad, I will admit. But yeah, there's nothing wrong with her. It's just the noises she makes. Right, we've got Sunny coming to have a look. That's 3. 1 more, and then we'll have a canter. Good girl. Oh, bless you. Good girlie, and then I'll count the canter. I don't think this is going to be quite right, but hey ho. Actually, no, it might only be, oh, I don't know. Oh, Charlie's gotten brave now because Sunny's there. Okay, right, we're going to canter in this corner. Ready? Hello, pay attention. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, bend, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 24, 25, 26, 30. Okay, we'll just do 2, I think. 2 will be close enough. Dry hay is not doing you any good, is it? Ow. Okay, we'll come down to walk. Oh dear, like I said, canter work, she's not fitting. A minute is more than enough. And I should have done that first lot out the saddle, but again, I was counting and I couldn't do it. Good girl. Left rein is her harder rein. She will always favour going on the right. Oh, we've been to the toilet as well. That might not have helped. Yeah, she'll always favour going on the right lead, given the chance. The same for her diagonal. She'll always put me on the diagonal if she was on the right rein, effectively. So yeah, I have to make sure on the left rein that A, we're still doing it, and B, I just have to be a little bit more mindful of it. Right, let's do our 1. So what we're doing, 1 and a half, 2 and a half effectively. 1, change the rein 1, then we're doing 4 in trot, 2 in canter. That's right, isn't it? Yeah, okay. I don't like not having my watch. Good girl. Gives me a little bit of a breather as well, because I'm not super canter fit. It's been, because I haven't been doing loads of schooling and stuff as well, and obviously, like I said, she's predominantly doing the endurance rides to trot. I don't actually do that much canter work at the moment. Well, since before Christmas anyway. I have started a bit more now, but yeah, I'm very unfit. Good girl, but we will get there together. Good girlie. She did a 13 kilometre sort of training ride the other week with a friend. That is also on the channel actually, if that's your vibe. That was in the woods and along the river. Very nice, relaxed ride. We did mostly a walk, but we had a little trot in the canter and did some work. Why? Oh, camera, hello. So the pod had died. But what I'm going to do, hop on. I'm going to finish doing our intervals. Whether or not you'll see it all, I don't know. But yeah, we're just starting our second loop. Trotting on our other rein. And then yeah, if it suddenly cuts out, I'm sorry. I didn't realise the pod was dead. We're going to have some visitors now as well, so you might end up on them. So we've done our walk. We're going to have a 4 laps, hopefully 2 minutes of trot. Hopefully you'll see it all. If you don't, you don't. Hello guys. Sunny's going to come and knock the camera over anyway, by the looks of it. I think the camera's now following them. Oh no, it is still on us, it's got us. Okay, steady. So she's also a bit on this right rein, like Gabby, who overflexes on the left. Dusty does it on the right, so I try and keep her a little bit straighter. Hello, Sunny, please don't be a pain. I don't mind you being here, but leave everything alone. You're too destructive. He's a bugger. Leave the dog alone. I think it's stopped again. Here we go for lap 3. Don't think the camera knows which pony to follow. There's too many to choose from. Now, I wouldn't do this with all of them, but I have no choice sometimes. This is the thing. I can't leave the electric up in the winter, and we don't have proper fence, so this is it. This is our only flat bit. So we've got to go with what we've got. Obviously, I don't recommend doing this if they're not in the field that they're normally in. See, these guys are all in together, so they know each other. They're being so silly. It's quite funny though. Right, this is lap 4, so I'm going to pick up canter and hope for the best. I trust Dusty. I don't trust them. So what did we say, 2 laps? Oh dear, and a cough. I think from the video point of view, because everything's not working properly and the battery is going on the pivot pod, it is tracking me at them now, but I'm just going to do exactly what we've just done again. I will change the rein with our walk, walk, trot, canter, change the rein, walk, trot, canter, and then I will cool her off. And that's it for now. But it's hard work. Pony's coming again. So, Georgia, with that in mind, oi, you, I think I will leave this video here before chaos ensues. Really, and yeah, you can use your imagination to figure out what's gonna go on. So they live together. This is pathetic. Really, go away. And Dusty's the boss out of this lot anyway. Hey Trip, why'd you have to come and crash the party? Okay, we'll carry on walking anyway, but yeah, if you did like the video, leave a like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff, and hopefully next video will be a little bit less chaotic, and I'll charge the pivot pod. But yeah, I will see you in the next video, whatever that might be. I think Georgia's about to knock the tripod over anyway. Why have you all come here now? Go away. This is your fault. May have to abandon the rest of this actually. Charlie, leave the phone alone. Charlie! No, don't lick the tripod. Oh, Charlie! I concede.